Should we get something to eat?
I don't want nothing to eat, but
We get some coffee.
yeah, something to drink.
Yeah. Well, when I'm gonna count to three, and we're going 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna clap our hands, right? Okay. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Let's get some coffee.
Oh God.
Okay. Okay. We're recording.
Oh,
so-
we recording. Okay.
Yeah. First of all, I just want to thank you for shooting with me. I mean, that photo shoot yesterday was incredible. I mean, I uploaded a picture. Can you believe we shot about 300 and, I think it was like 300.
It was a lot, right?
It was 350 something pictures, man. I was like, yo, Jesus Christ. I was getting carried away, so I hope I didn't beat you up too bad.
No,
You know?
I was ready for it.
You was ready? Yeah?
Yeah. I know you.
Yeah. Because once
I
I
already
get,
know you get excited.
yeah. Once I get locked in and I see what I like and, you know, things start flowing and it's like, yo, it started. Yeah. The stuff, especially at the beach, the stuff over in Coral Gables.
It was really nice. Like the scenery, everything was.
Yeah. You killed it, man. You killed it.
Yeah.
I know that the natural hair is.
It was all over the place.
It was
I was
good,
like,
though.
oh my God.
We did our thing, though. We did our thing. I'm excited to try and edit this stuff, so. And once I get into that, because I know once I get committed to editing picture by picture and stuff like that, so it's really going to take some time. But you was telling me a little bit about, first of all, happy birthday.
Thank you.
The big 4-0.
Yes.
How you feeling?
I'm
You
just
feeling
grateful.
old yet?
I don't even feel old.
No?
Like, I just thank God that He has got me this far in spite of everything I've been through. It's another
That's true.
milestone in my life, so
That's true.
I'm just grateful.
Big 4-0.
Yeah,
You gonna hire me for the 50th?
most definitely.
Okay,
Most
now
definitely.
I
You
got
did the 30th, now you did
I
the
know.
40th, so
I
you
got you on
definitely gotta
camera.
do the 50th. Yeah.
I got you on camera now saying
You
that.
can hold me to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's 10 more. I might retire by then.
Nah, you
Gonna
won't
pull
be
me out.
retired.
Yeah. I don't know. I might.
Let's see what God has in store in the next 10 years.
Yeah. But you was telling me a little bit about what you went through. It was what, 5 years ago?
4 years, November of this year will make 5 years of me being in remission.
Yeah.
Yeah, from breast cancer.
How did it start? I mean, what was the first, the first point of where you knew something was going on?
So during the early part of the pandemic, when COVID first came out,
Yeah.
I was actually in my house. I went to take a shower and I felt like a lump.
Okay.
So I immediately reached out to my doctor. Of course, she thought, it wasn't nothing serious.
Right.
And she could kind of like diagnose me over the virtual.
Over the phone?
Yeah, doing virtual. So what I did was, I did the little virtual with her over the telecom.
So when she do it over the telecom, like a Zoom type thing, right? So, I mean.
So
what
basically, they go on whatever you tell them, like based on like symptoms and things like that.
Right.
So like for me, I didn't have like symptoms of a person that would be complaining of cancer.
Right.
She thought maybe it was a cyst.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
now, could she do that by just how you feel? Or
I honestly feel like she being that she was a primary care physician, she wasn't trained enough to even
recognizing cancer like that.
No.
So
I was misdiagnosed overall.
Okay. It was a point where she could have actually referred you to
a specialist. But instead, she just sent me to a freestanding radiology facility. And that's when they did I got my first mammogram, and I also did an ultrasound.
Okay.
And even with that coming back, they still misdiagnosed me. Yes.
Are you serious?
Yes. They told me I was cancer free, and they was like I had density breasts, and that's all they seen.
Oh my God.
Yes. So pushing forward, 5 months later, I kept advocating for myself. I reached out to Memorial Cancer Center.
Yeah.
And
you reached out on your own because you knew something.
Because I knew something was wrong.
Okay.
And it started out like in my right breast area, and then it started going into the armpit area. Like,
What do you mean? Like the feeling, the
it's
sensation?
like it was like a tumor, a small tumor. You
Right.
could feel like it's not like a movable tumor, it's hard.
It's hard.
So it
And
doesn't move. So usually when you have like movable tumors and things like that, it can be misdiagnosed as a cyst or something like that, but
Yeah.
it wasn't even movable. So
So
that's
when you
how
say
I
it was
knew
going, so when you say it was going to your arm, what was going to your arm?
it moved into the lymph node. So the tumor moved into the lymph node.
And you actually felt the hardness?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it was really bad.
Was there any pain or?
I did have pain in my,
Thank you, love.
I did have pain in my upper, like, so the pains that I did recognize that probably could have helped with my diagnosis was I had a lot of spasms in my upper neck.
Yeah.
And like, but it's normal pain that people could get just from lifting something wrong. So it's like, it's hard
Like an
to
achy
say.
pain, like an achy type pain,
Yeah,
not even.
because usually women, when they get diagnosed with breast cancer, the things they look for is like mucus in the breast, things like that. I didn't have none of that. I didn't have no kind of fatigue.
Was this
nothing.
something special? Like, was it diagnosed as some type of breast cancer that's different?
Well, I had
But-
triple negative breast cancer, so
That's what it's
it is
called.
definitely rare. It's not rare in Black African American women, but it's not a type of cancer that can be treated ongoing. Like after, it's an aggressive cancer.
Really?
Yeah.
So, okay.
Even now, I'm not on no medication. Like I'm just
Bless.
grateful to be like year to
Bless,
year. Like
yeah.
okay, I made it.
Yeah. So, okay. Take me to the point where you did find out it was cancer.
So 5 months later, after going back and forth through my primary care physician, I went through the Memorial Cancer Center, and I went to get another ultrasound and mammogram. As I was getting my mammogram, they immediately reached out to the radiologist, the doctor
Yeah.
that reads the reports, and
Right.
he immediately told me. I didn't even have to wait to go see the doctor. He was like, "Ma'am, you have cancer."
Serious?
He was like, "Are you?"
Same time, same day,
Yep,
same.
because it was that bad. At that point,
5
it was.
months later.
Yep, 5 months
'Cause
later,
it's so
it was
aggressive.
already stage 3.
Jeez.
Yeah, stage
What?
3B cancer.
Okay. Because I can't imagine, getting this type of news. When you got this news, I mean, emotionally,
Honestly, I didn't even have time to like cry or
no.
mope about. Like no, like I didn't have time to be sad or anything. At that point, 5 months later, after knowing something was going on,
Yeah.
I knew it was time for me to just try to get to the bottom of what's going on and try
Yeah.
to see
How you
what's the
could-
next plan.
Yeah.
I knew, like, when something is going on in your body,
Yeah.
right?
So they pretty much confirmed what you already knew.
Yeah, I knew it. I didn't know how bad it was.
Yeah.
It was very shocking to me that it had metastasized. So, like, that is really bad. But I wasn't, like, scared or anything because I already had said to myself before they even told me
Yeah.
that if it is cancer, I'm going to just go ahead and do what I need to do and keep the faith and know that God is the one that's going to heal me and take me through everything I need to go through. So,
That is
yeah,
wild.
but it was very devastating and like,
Yeah, I can imagine
was a shock.
Yeah, I can imagine the shock.
yeah. Now, I would say like, after going through the chemo, the radiation and things like that, and I was getting better, that's when it like hit me emotionally.
Okay.
Cause I'm like, wow, cause it went from like stage 3, like it just started, the tumor started.
Yeah, and it just became, it was aggressive, and it just, and was there any point that you felt that this would run away from you, and you won't be able to grab hold of it, or?
I started doing like, I listened to what the doctors were telling me and everything. I just started doing my own research to kind of see like, what can I do to continue and to keep my life like a little bit longer. Cause like with triple negative breast cancer, it's really aggressive, and the type I had, it's like, I'm just grateful.
Yeah.
That's why I say I'm grateful to be
see.
here, like
I
here.
see why-
'cause
I see why.
I could have lasted 3 months,
Yeah, yeah.
4 months, like, you know, so.
And imagine,
It's really-
imagine if you would have just ignored what your body was telling you, and you just listened to the doctor, and the doctor just say this, and you would have just wrote it out.
Yeah, that's why
know?
we as Black African Americans, not just women, men
Yeah.
too, we have to listen to our bodies, advocate for our health.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, the doctors, they are in place to, you know, assist us, but they don't really know.
And they hear so many stories
Yeah,
every day, and you're just
everybody's
another
story
one.
could be different, you
Yeah,
know. But
yeah.
like for us, we just have to advocate for ourselves and be very consistent with, you know,
Yeah.
keeping up with what's going on with our bodies, because our body do let us know something
Yeah.
is wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, and don't just push it aside and say, it's just a
Yeah.
little ache, I did maybe.
Even though it could be very stressful finding out, at least you can save your life, you know.
That's true.
It's a possibility that you could save your life if you do what you need to do.
Pay attention.
Yeah.
Pay attention. So,
Because even me, I feel like I failed myself because I knew something was wrong. And it's like 5 months later, Linette, but it wasn't in my control. It was
Yeah.
more in the doctor's control, but I
Yeah.
felt like I could have caught it before stage 3, which I did, but like catch it to the point where do something about it.
Right.
But I was listening to what was being told
The
to me.
doctors tell you.
Yeah, and it was
Yeah.
like I was too young. You too young to have breast cancer. I'm like, too young.
come on.
So that was really crazy.
So, okay. So, what was the first steps to trying to grab hold of what it is that you have to do?
I mean,
was
the
it
first-
chemo straight
Chemo.
off?
I had to start out with chemo. I couldn't get like surgery immediately because it was too aggressive.
Yeah.
So they had to start the chemo because the chemo is what shrink the tumor.
Okay.
Because they can't, once they go in and
Yeah.
if it spread, you can die instantly. So what
Yeah.
they was trying to do is contain it, get it
So
contained.
it doesn't get into the blood, actually.
Yeah,
So
and go through my body.
how did you?
Oh.
Because I know chemo is hard on the body. How did?
I really didn't cope well with chemo. Chemo is what could kill people. People be like,
Yeah.
oh, it's the cancer. No, it's the chemo.
Because
Yeah,
I know
that
it wrecks
chemo
your
is.
immune system. It wrecks the body, breaks you down.
Yeah,
and-
it messes with your good cells and all
Yeah.
that stuff.
So
Yeah.
painful.
It can be very painful. Everybody is different, but my situation was I could not even eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could not swallow at one point during
Really?
all of this. Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and
So-
like as far as food, people like my daughter and my mom, they would put like different things that they know that I like to
Yeah.
eat and could not
Still.
even eat. Yeah, I couldn't swallow it, and then I would drink out the straw, like drink my water. And,
Really?
Yeah, it was really hard.
And how long did you have to go through chemo?
I did chemo for at least 5 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
5 months.
Because
And-
I started December 7th, which was my daughter's 21st birthday.
Really?
Yeah, it was crazy. But I started December 7th and I had my surgery May of that next year.
Uh-huh.
So, December,
So,
January,
Yeah, that's like what,
yeah.
8-9 months?
And immediately after that, I had to go into radiation after the surgery.
Really?
Yeah.
So you didn't do well, like, of course, once they cut you and go in, then
So basically, once
did
I
they do the
finished
radiation?
once I finished chemo, a few months before, that's when they start prepping me for radiation. But the radiation is basically it deadens your good cells, and it keeps the the tumor from like growing and
Yeah.
moving anywhere else.
And once they
So,
move the tumor, they still have to do radiation in that area.
in some cases, but like for me, mine was so aggressive. That's why they gave me like aggressive chemo and
Okay.
radiation. Yeah.
Wow.
It depends. Some people get radiation and no chemo. Some people,
Right.
it's really your choice because the doctors give you a choice, but they tell you like how long your life
Expectancy is
based on
really?
the treatment plan. Yeah, I needed it. I had to get it. If not, it would have been really bad for me.
God.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I had a choice, and at the end of the day, like I said, I trust
Yeah.
God, but it was so bad. I had to get it.
yeah. So wow. And then you had the operation, and I saw the cut. I didn't even know it was
Yeah.
like
I
all
had,
the way
like-
around to your back.
I had so many different surgeries.
Really? It was more than just one surgery?
Yeah, you have to get first, because it's like they removed the tumor.
Mm-hmm.
They removed the tumor. Then after that, I had to get like reconstruction.
Okay.
So I did reconstruction. I did a flap using my body fat and my body parts.
Yeah,
so
okay.
it was a many of surgeries that I went through to get me where I'm at. But chemo and radiation is like have you ever heard of the red devil? If anybody tell you about that red devil, that will take you out. That's when you're going through chemo for aggressive type cancer.
Oh,
so anybody tell you, if you hear somebody say something about the red devil, that jump right there will kill you.
So did you have anybody that is like involved with cancer, breast cancer, that you could help walk you through this whole situation, or you was just
they give you a social worker and they point you to different organizations, but I can honestly say because of how things was going at the time with you couldn't go in the doctor's office, you couldn't go like in facilities to go because it was during the COVID.
But it was somebody you could call and say, you know, I'm feeling this, is this normal, is this unusual? Or?
Yeah, but I can honestly say that I did this by myself, like with
Solo.
with the help of God. And when I say like I know God hear me because I was going through them surgeries, it was just me and God. Like, of course, I had my family on the outside, but they could not go with me into the hospitals or nothing.
Yeah.
So.
And ultimately, that was the worst time to have any type of medical situation.
Because they was not allowing anybody in the hospital at that time. Because it was so, bad with the COVID.
Yeah. Even around the time you had your operation, it was
the same thing.
Same thing. So you came out of operation, and you said you was taking some teas.
Oh yeah, let me tell you, I was doing my own little thing. I was doing like the soursop.
Yeah, I've heard so much about soursop.
Yeah, soursop is so good. Like it's for many things. It's not just for cancer patients. It's for people that suffer with hypertension, diabetes, things like that. It's really good. I did that, and I drink a lot of alkaline water.
Okay, yeah.
I did a lot of alkaline, and it was another tea that I had. It's similar to soursop. Yeah, it's one of them like island type.
Yeah, the island back of the bush type herb.
But I can't remember the name exactly.
But I've heard so much about
that
soursop.
Is so good. They have the pills, they have the leaves, the tea the tea bag.
And how much were you drinking a day?
Oh, I was drinking it like it was crack. Even when I could not eat, I was drinking it because people could not understand even when I was getting like my checkups, because throughout my treatment and stuff, you have to get checkups to see how the tumor is, getting smaller or bigger.
Right.
And they couldn't understand like how it was shrinking. Like it shrank so significantly in a little bit of time, and I can honestly say it was not what they was giving me. Yeah. It was definitely
Okay, so that geared you to go more and drink more and just keep it a part of your regimen.
Yeah, even during that time, I did not intake any type of meat or nothing.
Okay.
Like no kind of pork, no kind of beef. Okay. I was just simply doing my vitamins, and I did learn vitamin D. It helps too, because that helps with like cancer cells in the body and stuff like that. I was suffocating on vitamin D pills.
I'm a strong believer in vitamin D, especially amongst us, because
we like that.
Oh my God, I researched the recommended daily allowance for white people and black people. It's like almost triple for us.
And we failed to ask the doctor, like, when we get our labs and our annuals and stuff, we failed to ask them these questions, but like that's one of the ones that we lack the most. So it's good to do that.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So
vitamin D, of course I was doing my vitamin C and stuff like that, but just taking good care of myself.
The blessing is the fact that you have the wherewithal to be proactive. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people have whatever conditions they have, they're not really proactive. Mm-hmm. They just, it is what it is. I'm gonna do whatever the doctor tell me to do, and that's it. You went outside of that and you say, okay, let me be proactive and try and find different things and just stay on top of it. You know what I'm saying? So that's a blessing within itself that you had that built in you.
Yeah,
do that.
it's hard. And I was exercising. I was doing everything that they were saying I wouldn't be able to do. I still was doing it because at the end of the day, it's mind over everything.
True that.
And you cannot allow people to
dictate how your life should go.
Yeah, because
it's in your hands.
Exactly. And I was determined. So at the end of the day, things that they said I couldn't do and I wouldn't do, I was doing it. I didn't care. Like even going to work, I didn't care. I wake up, couldn't get out the bed. I was rolling myself on out there the best way I knew how.
Yeah.
Bones aching because it's a medication called Neulasta.
Yeah.
They put that on you when you doing treatment, and that right there alone, it takes a lot out of you. It's a pep, so it causes you to have a lot of like vomiting. But it's really bad.
Okay, but it's made to what? Rebuild
and it hurts
your
bones.
It's made to rebuild your body.
No, it's a form of the treat. It's something that they give while you're in treatment.
Yeah.
And it messes with your bones and everything.
Really?
Yes.
I wonder what the benefit for that.
Honestly, I can't tell you because even I told you everything them doctors was telling me. I listened, but I did not.
Yeah.
A lot of that stuff was really toxic to the body.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying like
it's
a
foreign.
lot.
It's foreign.
Yeah, it was that thing right there had me down. Like my bones. It make you feel like you're dying.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bones was aching so bad, and I was like, "Well, dang, did the cancer spread?" But it's really, that's why I say mind over everything at the end of the day, because we just gotta take care of ourselves. We gotta do a lot of exercising. I ate a lot of vegetables, fruits, things that I knew that my body was.
Yeah. So from then to now, it really changed your whole attitude on health and how you eat and how you go through your day.
Yeah, because I already was like kind of like on, like I was never like obese or anything. I never had any health issues. So this for me, it just made me kind of
focused.
Yeah, and it makes me aware, like more aware. And then even now, I learned because I wasn't able to eat, I wasn't able to drink certain things. Even now, I'm like, you know what, Lord, you got me thus far. It's time for me to start eating, like enjoying, like I'm starting to eat meat and do things like that. But I do it in moderation. I don't just do it to, harm myself.
It's just being conscious of what you put in your body. Because
at the end of the day, anything can harm us and be toxic to us. Yeah. But you just have to be mindful of the things that you because like sometimes. You know how it is being in the black family.
We grab whatever's in front of us, and we
and just because we like it, we'll keep eating and eating it. You gotta limit. You have to have a limit. You have to have control. Yes.
Oh my God, So after the operation, then your recovery time until you got to the point of normalcy, how long was that to where you felt that?
I mean, when people say normal, I can't understand normalcy because like you never become normal again. Like no, because
physically,
no, because you know what I have to deal with on a daily. I have to deal with neuropathy. Neuropathy is it takes a toll of you because you can have it in your feet, your hands. And it's like it takes over your nerve system. So like all what I went through, it's something I got to deal with daily because of it.
Yeah.
Like
explain to me what neuropathy.
I have dental stuff that I'm going through right now. Yeah, the chemo took a lot of bone out of my gums and things like that.
But neuropathy is like what, a spasm?
Neuropathy is basically, it's just something dealing with the nervous system. People that suffer with diabetes as well, they have that as well. Okay. So the medication that they give you for that to assist you with it, because it causes a lot of pain in the nervous system.
Yeah.
They give you gabapentin for that, but I don't take, like I told you, I don't take medicine. So me, I'm just basically
thugging it through.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they told me I would never even walk. They said when I walk, I would have a limp. Okay.
Really?
Yes, that's why when you see me dancing or having fun, just be like, that's why she doing it.
I was applauding you last night. When I was going on Facebook, I see this girl going live. I'm like,
by myself having fun.
I know the mindset behind it, and I was like, you go.
Yeah.
Do your thing. Celebrate your life.
Yes.
Don't care what nobody says, because
Exactly.
that was. I'm like, my God.
Yeah, because like at the end of the day, nobody knows. Everybody probably
Yeah.
thinking like, oh, she up here having
Yeah.
fun. She
Yeah.
she doing that.
No.
I'm living my life
Yeah. Regardless.
every day, regardless
Yeah.
of.
And I like
my
the
birthday
fact-
is literally every day.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you, from the time I got my diagnosis and I was told that I am cancer free, I
Yeah.
knew that from that day I would be celebrating life every day. But my birthday is my birthday, but
Yeah.
I have been blessed to just celebrate
like-
life every day.
Yeah, and I like the fact you do that, and you block out everybody and what anybody think, what anybody. I don't care what nobody says.
No.
This is me. I'm gonna celebrate.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
You have to. It's
love that.
because you cannot sit here and because that's how
Yeah.
a lot of people, they have different things they deal with
Yeah.
on a daily, not
Yeah.
just ailments. You know, life.
no.
We
Life.
life, life
Yeah.
is hard. So
Yeah.
we just have to learn how to celebrate it.
Yeah.
Celebrate
And
it.
I like the fact that you trust in the fact that you could just do you, be you, and you recognize what everybody else could go through because you went through something.
Yeah, I
And-
seen so many people around me going
Yeah.
through what I was going through, and I even hear from them now, and they not doing as good as me. You know,
Yeah.
so it's just truly
That's a
a
blessing.
blessing.
True
And
enough.
that's why I'm walking in my purpose, and I'm daily trying to inspire and be
Yeah.
a woman of purpose in front of not just my peers
Yeah.
at work or outside of work.
Yeah.
The kids that I work with daily, I'm constantly trying to make a difference in their life because
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
what, I know, because
Yeah.
just going through life, it's not just my breast cancer, you know.
Yeah.
I'm a survivor.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
a teen mom survivor. I didn't survive many things, so
My
you know,
God.
this cancer is
That's-
just
Yeah.
a
That's
top into what God just like. You know what? Okay,
you got that. I can get this. I can get this. And I
You
can
got
keep
this.
moving forward. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because what you posted, I mean, the paragraphs that you posted, and to me on my page, I was like, oh my God. I mean, you had me all choked up.
Oh, really?
I was like, this girl. I mean, you know, it's the little things that you do. I mean, I'm driven by my gift, and when I see someone that has a good heart, a big heart, it's like I'm in tune with that, and I gravitate to that. So it's like I give, and I don't have a problem giving. You know, it's
Yeah.
when you're dealing with people and you should see through them. You see they got ill intentions or whatever. I kind of stand off. But when I see someone that has good, natural heart, and they're just doing what they do through life, I love to pour into them. Whatever I
Yes.
could, with especially my craft, I'll pour into them. And
That's
so when
what's
you
up.
gave back with that paragraph, I'm like, wow.
Oh yeah,
You
I was
know?
paying attention to everything. I see how hard you was going out there.
Yeah,
Like you didn't complain. You was very patient. You know.
we had a good time.
Yeah, we did. We
You
had
know,
a
we
great
just had a good time,
time.
and that's really what it is. I mean, heart to heart, and I think we need to recognize more of that. I need to recognize more of that in people, you know, because I know people and I see people that move, and I see what they have, and anything I can do to help, you got it.
Yeah. And that's what we have to do as people, because you never know how your best blessings gonna come.
So, yeah, and you don't know if you'll have an opportunity to say, you know, what you need to say.
Exactly. Who would have known 10 years later, right?
And you came
So-
to me through, was it Kiki?
Kiki. Yep.
And that's
Kiki.
another big heart.
Yes, she
Oh
is
my God, that's
so
another huge heart.
sweet. Yes, and she is so gifted as well. She has
Yeah.
many talents under
Through
her.
her mom, because I met Kiki through her mom at the job, and oh my God, just to see how
a
things
wonderful
work.
family. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. And her family is my family. She like my cousin.
Really?
Yeah. She'll tell you.
That's beautiful.
We don't even be like, oh, we friends. No,
Yeah.
that's my cousin. Yeah.
And you see a lot of her when you back home.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's-
yes.
that's
yes. My
good.
family is close with her family, and she.
Nice.
Vice versa. Yes.
That's a blessing. Well, let's toast our macchiatos.
Okay. What are we toasting to?
We're talking the long life.
Okay, long longevity.
life.
Okay.
Yes.
Health, wealth, all that.
All that.
Okay.
Yes. Well, Linette, I just want to thank you just for doing this. You didn't have to.
You don't owe me a thank you at
You know,
all, for real.
but the books, it should be in the making, right?
Of course.
Your
I
story.
want to definitely get my story out so that because people, see, a lot of us women and men, we scared to talk about stuff.
Yeah.
And we need to start talking about our life
Yeah.
and putting things out there that can help others,
Yeah.
because you never know what you
Yeah.
may say or put out there that can help
Can
an
touch
individual.
someone. Yeah.
Because for me, like I said, I didn't go to the social worker. I didn't depend on counselors.
Yeah.
I didn't do none of that. And I laughing about that the other day with my mom, because I'm like, I didn't even go to counseling. I didn't even get my daughter in counseling. Like,
Yeah,
I
you
was
just
like,
turn within.
that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. So we just have
Beautiful.
to share our stories and not be afraid of life and things that we're going to go through in life, whether it's domestic violence,
Yeah.
whether it's
Any other type of
just
health issues.
mental health
Yeah.
things that we got to talk about these things and get
Yeah.
it out there, because
Because the perception is, especially with social media, everybody's putting it out there like they're living their best life, everything is fine.
No.
But when I say everybody's going through something,
listen,
everybody's
if you
going-
go on my social media, you'll see a little bit of likes for me sharing a testimony about
Yeah.
how God did this for me and this and
Yeah.
that, or if you see me on there
Yeah.
gossiping about something I don't have nothing to totally be talking about, it's like you get all of the likes. Like,
Yeah.
like this fact that God is doing what he's doing in people's lives that almost ended early.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You never know.
That's true.
Like, be on there and be inspired by things that you actually can see the results. Because
Right.
I'm not on Facebook for likes, really.
No.
But I'm on there because at the end of the day, I want people to see what God is doing in my life,
Yeah.
and my daughter is my big why. At the
Yeah.
end of the day, you know
Yeah.
how proud I am to be a teen mom. My daughter then went through college already, then got her degree in
Yeah.
psychology as well as criminal justice,
Wow.
and about to go to law school. So I'm
Wow.
proud of her. Like, that's a milestone in itself. Like, hello.
It is. Yeah.
So yeah, we have to
You
start.
did that.
Yeah, we gotta put stuff out there and celebrate
Yeah.
things like that, because at the end of the day,
Yeah.
life is life and life
Uh-huh.
is short.
Yeah.
And we don't have time to be sitting
Yeah.
around here playing, especially with what's going on in our world today.
Exactly,
Every day is
exactly.
changing daily.
Yeah, daily.
Things
Trust
are
me.
changing.
And
We gotta stick
at
together, too.
And on the foot of what you've been through, you went ahead and got your degree.
Oh yeah, that's a
Come on
yes.
now. Come on, you gotta applaud
Yes,
that. You
and
would've
I'm
got-
about to get another degree in August, and I will keep going.
That's
Listen.
it. I'm so proud of you.
Yes.
That is beautiful.
Yes, I'm graduating in August.
Yeah.
I'm studying human resource management, and I plan to continue to keep getting
Yeah.
what I'm gonna get. I'm keep getting all the degrees I can get, because God, like I said, God is not finished with me.
Yeah.
He did not extend my life for me to
Just
just
for
play
nothing.
with it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going through my little things too. I always tell people when I get online, I might look a certain way, but I'm constantly going and fighting through different
Yeah.
things daily. You know, even with living situations,
Right.
my living situation right now, but guess what?
Yeah.
I'm still standing, I'm still smiling, because I know the bigger picture to all of what I'm going through.
Yeah.
So I'm just happy.
You are
I'm
a
just
walking
doing what I do.
testimony.
Yes.
All I ask is I get a signed copy of this book.
Of
once it's done.
course. Of course.
I want a
Of course.
signed copy.
Of course.
Oh my God.
Of course.
Well, Linette, I want to thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
you for not just, doing what you do. Whether you know it or not, like, I've known you for years now, and even you working with me in the past, it has been very inspiring. You have brought out in me things that you probably don't even know, especially like how you be like, oh, you used to be so shy, look at me now.
You know
right?
what? You're going to make me go ahead and pull up those old Money Dance videos. How we had to take after take
Yes.
after because you.
Oh my God. Please
How
don't
you
do
was
that.
so-
That is so embarrassing.
I know,
yeah.
but that got you here.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
so
and I am
to
not
see that-
afraid to speak and
It's,
do what I need
it's
to do.
like, seeing that caterpillar, go in the cocoon and blossom into a butterfly. You
Yes.
got a long way to go, and you're gonna do great things.
Thank
And
you.
I'm just
Thank you.
glad to sit and watch.
Thank you.
I'm honored to sit and watch.
Thank you so
Okay.
much. It's a
But
pleasure.
we're gonna end this right here, and much success.
Thank you.
I love
Same
you.
to you.
And I appreciate you.
Love you too.
Bye.